Hey everybody, Chief Tim here. Just wanted to talk about my cyber hygiene checklist. That's completely free. How you do that is how do you have access to it is you go to chiefcybersolutions.net and then you come over here to free cyber hygiene checklist, and there it is. And what I want to do is step two and check internet browsers. So there's a lot of different people often ask me, well, what's your favorite browser? Well, I've used a ton of them. I'm a Windows user and an Android user, and so Google Chrome is obviously the most ubiquitous one across those platforms, and so that's the one I use the most. They're very robust, very secure. They update it consistently all the time, and you can install a lot of great applications on those internet browsers, web apps and extensions. And my very favorite one is, and this is across a lot of browser platforms, is called Privacy Badger. And so that's something that I can help you with your extensions. That's going to be, but I'll talk about that on step C. Your favorites list on your browser. Go through your favorites list. You can do that by going to your password manager. I'm a big fan of using a favorites bar or a bookmarks bar. You can go into your bookmarks manager and actually click on there and delete them from there. It's very easy to manage your bookmarks. You can actually download them or right click on your bookmarks and delete them from there as well. Go through your favorites list. My dad has, I often pick on him and I use him as a great example, but but he has like a billion favorites, and I'm like, Dad, do you really need these? He's like, yes. Okay. But me, I'm a minimalist, and so I only keep what I use, and then I Google the rest. If I need to go to Amazon, if I go to Amazon a lot, then I'll click on that and I'll save that as a favorite. But if I don't go to Walmart.com, because I'd rather go into Walmart, I'm not going to save the website, and I might just type Walmart every time. Who knows? But make sure you go through your favorites list. If you haven't gone to a website in a long time, sometimes the websites go away. There's no need to keep that in there. Save passwords. I talked about this in step one, but go through your saved passwords. I'm a big fan of 16-character passwords, and so make sure that you do that. And sometimes you can go through an old, like this old website, and you're like, I still like to go to GitHub on occasion. I want to save my password there. I want to update it, and you realize, I only did like a 6-character password. So make sure that you go through and update go through your saved passwords. If you use Chrome, you can click on the ellipse up here, and I know it's not following me, but when you click on the ellipse, you can go to your password manager from there. Review your extensions and apps. I kind of alluded to this earlier. Privacy Badger is my very favorite extension for privacy. Make sure you unload any unused or install safer versions of those apps. Sometimes you can go in there, like a big one that was a huge app that I just heard about was the Honey app, where you could click on go to shop.google.com or Amazon or Walmart or something, and it'll find you the cheapest price for you. And as it turns out, that was a phishing scam app. They got busted. They actually got shut down. You can't even go to that app anymore. And so some extensions that sound great, they may even do commercials. You might hear it on your favorite podcast or television show or something, and all of a sudden you're like, oh yeah, that sounds good to me. I'll go give it a try. And then all of a sudden you find out later that it was unsafe. Trust me, if something's free, you're the cost. Your data's the cost. So all right, review synced accounts. So syncing is great. Like I love it. I use it myself. I sync across my mobile devices, multiple computers. Almost every type of application that stretches across the internet or uses the internet has some sort of, any that's worth it, has some sort of synced ability. And syncing's fine. You just got to make sure that you maintain high cyber awareness on all of your passwords and things like that, and that you have your but make sure you review them. There's no need to, if you have, you can go into, especially in Chrome and Firefox, you can go into your synced account properties, and it'll tell you all the different sessions that were created with your synced accounts. And there's no need to maintain a session that was open from 2014, or heck, even January of 2025. You can go in there and and most of these web applications will allow you to unsync that location. And that way it also, if somebody gained you, or we call it owning you or pwning you, if you got owned meaning somebody's got access to your account and you may not even know it. And you may go in there and they've been in there for 3 months, and you go in there like, what is this thing that's been open for 90 days, this session that's been open for 90 days? And of course, these are things that I can help you with. Give me a call and I'll walk you through it. And for that, go wash your hands.